It was supposed to be just another Friday night. Emily Carter, a 27-year-old marketing executive in New York City, wasn't looking for love. Her week had been long, filled with endless meetings, coffee that never tasted strong enough, and a boss who thought weekends were optional. She decided to join her best friend at a downtown bar to let go of the week's stress. The bar was loud, filled with laughter, clinking glasses, and a DJ spinning upbeat tracks. Emily wasn't in the mood for dancing, but she did crave the comfort of a strong margarita. Sitting at the corner of the bar, she scrolled absent-mindedly through her phone until someone sat down beside her. "Rough day?" a warm voice asked. Emily looked up. The man was tall, with messy brown hair and a smile that seemed effortlessly genuine. His shirt sleeves were rolled up, revealing toned arms, and his eyes, hazel with flecks of gold, were watching her curiously. "You could say that," Emily replied, amused at his boldness. "And you?" "Same," he chuckled. "I'm Ryan, banker by day, terrible cook by night." Emily laughed for the first time that evening. Emily, professional email writer and occasional wine enthusiast. Their conversation flowed easily, as if they had known each other for years. They talked about music, travel, and their dreams. Ryan admitted he always wanted to quit banking and open a small cafe. Emily confessed her secret love for painting, though she hadn't touched a brush in years. Hours passed unnoticed. When the bar started to close, Ryan hesitated before asking, "Do you want to come over?" "No expectations, just more conversation." Emily paused. She wasn't the type for one-night stands, but something about him, the sincerity in his eyes, the comfort in his presence, made her say yes. Ryan's apartment was only a few blocks away, a cozy loft with brick walls and stacks of vinyl records. Emily felt surprisingly at ease there. They poured wine, played old jazz records, and continued talking. One glass of wine turned into two. Laughter turned into soft touches, and words gave way to silence. Their connection felt magnetic, undeniable. They spent the night together, passionate, unplanned, and overwhelming. But what surprised Emily wasn't the intimacy. It was the tenderness. Ryan kissed her forehead after, pulled the blanket over her, and whispered, "You're safe here." It didn't feel like a reckless mistake. It felt right. Emily woke up to the smell of coffee. Sunlight streamed into the loft as Ryan walked in with the two mugs. He looked different in daylight, less mysterious, more real. "Good morning," he said softly, handing her a cup. Emily smiled awkwardly. "Morning. I should probably go." Ryan looked disappointed but didn't push. "Of course. But can I see you again?" Emily hesitated. "Last night was amazing, but I'm not really looking for anything serious." Ryan nodded, though his eyes revealed a flicker of hope. "Okay. Just know I'd like to." Emily left, convincing herself it was just a one-time thing. But fate had other plans. A week later, Emily ran into Ryan at a local bookstore. He was holding a cookbook, looking lost. "Ryan?" she asked, surprised. He laughed. "Emily, you caught me pretending I can cook." They ended up grabbing coffee. One coffee turned into lunch. Lunch turned into a walk through Central Park. By the end of the day, Emily realized she didn't want it to end. Their accidental meetings turned into intentional ones. Dinners, late-night phone calls, Sunday morning pancakes that Ryan nearly burned every time. Emily started to notice things about him. The way he listened without interrupting, how he laughed with his whole body, the little notes he left in her bag when she wasn't looking. She had promised herself it was just a one-night stand. Yet here she was, weeks later, falling for him. One rainy evening, Ryan invited Emily over. He cooked burnt pasta again, and they laughed until their stomachs hurt. Later, they sat by the window, watching raindrops race down the glass. Emily, Ryan said quietly, I know this started as something casual, but I need you to know I've never felt this way before, about anyone. Her heart raced. She had spent weeks trying to fight it, telling herself not to get attached. But sitting there, hearing his words, she realized she didn't want to fight anymore. She placed her hand over his. Ryan, I was scared, because one-night stands aren't supposed to turn into love stories. But maybe ours is different. His eyes lit up, and he kissed her gently. In that moment, Emily knew this wasn't just a chance. This was something real. Months later, their friends still teased them. A one-night stand. That's how it started. Emily would laugh, squeezing Ryan's hand. Yes, but it turns out one night was just the beginning. Because sometimes love doesn't arrive the way you expected. Sometimes it shows up in a crowded bar, disguised as a fleeting connection. Sometimes it begins with a one-night stand, then grows into a forever.